Well, we're on the third path of the uniqueness of you being who you are and I who I am. The uniqueness that got there. I made a mistake actually when the first path, the protection, 60,000 since Adam and Eve, there's 6,000 people between the beginning of humanity and you and me. And protecting those people for the first 20 years of their life so that they can get married and conceive the next one, 60,000 of them. And I said that it for 120,000 hours, it was years since Adam and Eve to you, God has spent 120,000 years of protecting those 60,000 people that led to you. And then just in review, the second path of geography, getting people where they need to be, toe to toe, to kiss, fall in love, and get married. That take the 60,000, break them down into 30,000 couples, and they're here, there, and everywhere. And so God had to guide this couple here and this couple there, 30,000 of those couples, and they moved around 120,000 times for a distance of 18 million miles. Anything goes wrong in anywhere in that, you're not here. But luckily for us that God was behind every one of them, saying, "This is the path, take it." And now we're into the timing. This is where I'm in the dark. It's a guessing. All the other ones we can do in mathematical odds of what it takes. But here the odds go beyond because, well, remember that movie, Look Who's Talking? Maybe you saw it or not, but it started out with the sperm cells jamming to get to the egg, and they're talking. And the one guy gets there first, and so he's born, and he's a baby that can talk. That's how they got the movie, Look Who's Talking. Well, I was born on April 16, 1939, but actually, I began in the end of the summer, July of 1938. That's when my mother and father conceived me. So your third path, where the odds just get blown way out, is your conception. And here it's a guessing game to me. I don't know if there's, I've seen like 1 million sperm cells. I don't know, but if any one of those got there first, you wouldn't be here. And I was thinking about this just today. I just went outside and looked up the sky. I could hardly make out any stars. But if you live where you can see the stars at night, I don't know you have to go camping anymore up in the mountains to lay down and look up and just see the billions of stars. I'm kind of thinking in terms of you're the egg in your mother, and you look up there and all those stars represent different sperm cells, and only one of them is you. And here all these sperm cells start coming toward the egg. And so you can imagine all the stars coming towards you, not getting bigger as they come, just staying the same size, getting closer and closer. And pretty soon you can only see this many of them, this many of them. But that one right there, that one's you. That's the one that's doing all that traveling, coming down to the egg, penetrating the egg, wiggling its way in, and boom, you're born. And now it's, the odds there, they're just phenomenal. I can't, you do that for 30,000 couples. And then I scratch my head and I wonder, well, let's say, for instance, myself. Like my grandmother and grandfather, they had children, but I couldn't have been among the egg or sperm cell things because my DNA or whatever isn't there yet. But now when I have my mother and my father, now I'm there somewhere. And I wonder if in all the years that there was only one of those sperm cells, it could be me. I mean, if they made love in January, February, March, or April, I mean, was there only one time that I was one of those sperm cells? Or was I one of those sperm cells every time? Did my father have the potential me in him all his years? Or was there only the one time? Each time there's an ejaculation, is the one that could have made me or the one that made me, is he always there? Or was he only in there on that one time? I don't know, but the odds, just think about it. And if they'd have made love 10 minutes earlier or 10 minutes later, you know, so the timing part of you being who you are is just astronomical, you know. And this is all a guessing game. And I got to just thinking the other day about I never thought about it before, but you know, the woman, all of a sudden she develops an egg. And the egg is destined, it's like this egg, I'm destined to be a person. I'm destined to be a person. And then all of a sudden time ran out, the egg died, and bled to death. And a month later, here comes, and I'm destined to be born. I'm destined to be a child. And the time runs out, the egg dies and bleeds to death. There's the shedding of blood. Interesting, something to think about. Anyway, so you look over the odds. All those years of protecting, all those guiding, moving you this way and that way. And now here, your actual conception, you being the sperm that made it to the egg. And it happened to be the right egg. I don't know if in women it's always the same makeup as in the egg. Because I know in the men they say, well, think of it as like a horse race. But instead of having just all of a sudden, they're off and running, and then you have, okay, now just go to the grandstand. Let's back up a little bit. There's the grandstand, okay, there's 60,000 people led up to you. So all 60,000 of them are in the grandstands. And they want Bill, or they want John, or they want Bill, or they want whoever. And let's say in my case, they're off and running, and all of these 6,000 people are cheering, come on, and it's getting down to the wire, come on. And they start, you know, Sonny, Billy, Johnny, Bill. And then down to the wire, and baby's born, you know. And what a way to think about it, but anyway. And in your case, it was, you know, they were all cheering for you. They didn't want Harry or Bob or Bill or Margaret or Cynthia. They wanted you. So, you know, it was like, I was thinking that we always pray for a little kid named Charlie. I'm thinking about his birth, and they're all yelling and screaming, yelling, come on, Charlie, come on, Charlie, come on, Charlie. You can, you know, you've seen movies of them at the racetrack, at the rails. Come on, Charlie, you know. And then the finish line, Charlie, and everybody's raising their hand. Yay, Charlie's born. It's Charlie. It's Charlie. Oh, he's got all kinds of problems. Well, fix. The doctor, fix. Anyway, you're a very unique person. And for 6,000 years, it took all these things to make you exactly who you are. You would not be who you are if anything in that 6,000 race of protection, of geographical moving around, or timing for the split second that you would be the one that gets to the egg. Anything goes wrong, you're not who you are, but you are here. That means that all of those odds, it's down, now it's in the billions and millions. There's too many odds to figure. So be thankful you're who you are, because you're a very unique person. You're the person God wanted you to be. And you have a plan. God has a plan for you. It's a shame that we don't live up to our potential, but maybe if we think about our uniqueness, we'll start thinking more about He wanted us here for a reason, to be here. He protected us all those years for a reason. And He moved us around all those years for a reason. And it got down to that split second, that moment in time for 6,000 years, and it funneled down to the very microscopic second. He finally got you to be you, and here you are. So just ponder that. Think about it. Your uniqueness. You're very unique. I always mess with my hair when I'm talking. That's one of those unique things. I'm just unique. I mess with my hair when I talk. Yeah, I went over there and I jumped on the balloon, yeah. Anyway, God bless you. And be who you are, because that's who you are.